Equtubeni, the home village of struggle stalwart Walter Sisulu, but it has become the murder capital of the province. Residents say every weekend they bury one of their own due to the killings. They are sometimes shot and killed inside their homes. To date, more than 50 villagers have been killed.
My wife was gunshot by somebody whom I don't know. When I heard that and I heard my children were screaming, and I went out and I took my children. So my wife was just lying in front of the house, and I called the police, and the police came immediately. And even the forensic, he didn't take any longer time. He came immediately.
Police must do thorough investigation. Please, police must do thorough investigations, because sometimes there are some evidence, but we don't see police follow that tracks.
The situation here is from bad to worse. Everybody wants to steal sheep, goats, cattle, and there's nothing happening. If you go to report at the police stations, nothing.
The residents say the killings are as a result of what started as stock theft. They blame the police of dragging their feet in solving the cases.
We have noticed that it will be more easy if we deploy more members first in Engcobo, because Engcobo is a history that we know. I don't want to go back to the incident that happened years before. But the province is prioritizing this area, Engcobo, for the issue of personnel, the human resources, and also physical resources. We are going to receive 1,056 trainees that are currently trained in institutions that are coming back in December. Engcobo is therefore one of the stations where we are going to deploy more members, just to make sure that we feed personnel towards a response to crime in this area.
Provincial government has called on communities to work with law enforcement agencies.
Part of this clearly is an organized crime, whether it's stock theft, whether it's raping of women. These killings are actually emanating from such kind of social ills. The situation there clearly shows the moral decay in our society, and we believe if it's an organized crime, we should not really be where we are. Crime intelligence should be doing much better than it is doing. I believe that yes, crime intelligence relies more on the cooperation by the communities, by the people. If people don't come forward with information, it is going to be difficult. But at least we have some areas that we can easily follow up from a crime intelligence point of view.
Some villagers are alleged to have left the village fearing for their lives. Others are even killed in areas where they work. Over the past weekend, 2 people who were gunned down in Cape Town were buried here at Equtubeni village. There are also unconfirmed reports of another person who was gunned down yesterday, still in Cape Town. Fundiswa Mhlekude, SABC News, Equtubeni, Engcobo.
Well, we've asked our reporter Fundiswa to join us now to tell us a little bit more about what's going on in the area and why the severity of the crimes. Fundiswa, thanks very much indeed for joining us. Tell us a little bit about just how fearful citizens are in the area. We saw some of them in the report there, but it sounds as if there's a problem that's getting out of hand.
Thank you very much, Peter. Yes, I can say that the problem is getting out of hand, because what I can tell you is that the problem, the stock theft, is no longer happening now in the area, but now we see that it has escalated to vengeance, because ever since this started in 2014, there are people who are killed in areas where they work, like this past weekend, we heard that there were 2 people who were buried there at Stokweni. The other one was buried on Saturday, while the other was buried on Sunday. They are allegedly killed in Cape Town. As we were there, even today, we heard from a Sanco spokesperson there who was giving a report saying that they received another information that someone also from the same village was also killed in Cape Town. So it is really getting out of hand. People are scared. They even don't want to speak to the media. We were supposed to go there over the weekend, but they said, no, do not come. Maybe your lives will be in danger, so rather stay and not come. So we were very lucky today that the Premier or the provincial government was going there. So we used that opportunity so that we can get access to the village.
So what was discussed at the Imbizo? Were citizens able to contribute and share their thoughts and their fears?
They were able to contribute, even though not fully, because they are scared, like I said. But those who managed to speak said that there is a problem and it is getting out of hand at the village, because even though the stock test is no longer happening, but people are scared and others are even leaving the village, and they were also saying that the police are not doing enough to make sure that this social ill is curbed. And they were also saying that even when they go to the police station to report, the police don't come. Sometimes even when someone gets shot and killed, they take some time to come to the village to find more information. And there was also someone there who we spoke to who was saying that his wife was shot at last year, and when he went to the police station to investigate or to find out if there was any progress in the arrest of the suspect, he was told that if he does have information on who exactly killed his wife, he must come forward with that information. So people are saying that the police are not assisting in trying to curb what is happening at the village.
What did the authorities, the Eastern Cape government authorities, say to the people there in terms of how they're going to deal with this problem? Well, the police commissioner, said that the communities must work with the police or law enforcement agencies in ensuring that they come forward. She even gave them cell phone numbers on how to relay the information or to come forward and tell the police, because she says that it's the communities who are withholding information. They don't come forward with it, even though the community say, even when they go to the police to tell them what they know, the police will not use that information. There was also another woman who we spoke with there who said that there was even evidence in one of the cases that took place in the village, because there was a cell phone that was found at the crime scene, but still the police did not use that. So it is the police. It is the police who did not use the information. So the police told the communities to work with them, but they don't. Or they said they will not. They will make sure that that information is kept as anonymous. But the Premier says that clearly there is a syndicate that is working there or is working between the provinces, which is the Eastern Cape and Western Cape, because clearly when there are people who are killed
from the village in the Western Cape. It means there is some people who know exactly what is going on, and he said that they will use or include or rope in the crime intelligence to make sure that this is stopped.
Okay, Fundiswa, that's where we'll leave it. Thanks very much indeed for that report. That's our reporter, Fundiswa Mhlekude, who spent the day following the Eastern Cape government's Imbizo, trying to deal with the problem of crime, particularly in the Engcobo area, which seems to be escalating. It had been thought it had been about stock theft, but it seems there's much more to that.